What's gaming gamers? Welcome back to another episode of whether or not we can beat the Bazaar without spending any gold. Things have been looking a bit rough for us. I'm going to go and continue smashing my head into the brick wall that is trying to get a Vanessa game off of the ground running. You'd think with how easy her starts are and how simple her builds can be that it would be the easiest build to get off the board. But it's kind of hard when everybody else seems to be playing Vanessa and, well, they've got access to shops and I don't. So I'm going to start off with a small enchanted item, as is our God-given right. Well, these are awful. I kind of want to get into Obsidian Cannonball and just... is grabbing this punting the run straight away because I don't do any damage? Yes. I'm going to take it. It's the funny one out of the two boring haste ones. Hey, we could get a small silver tier ammo item right here, right now. Hey, when this ammo item drops, man, it is going to hit. It is going to hit. I believe we can beat Kyver Drone without any items on the field. Because mathematically, yes, correct. It's been a while since I've done this, but I remember that you can take all of your items off of the field. Realistically speaking, we could have left our items on the field because neither of our items actually care if we slow, which is weird. Because neither of them have a cooldown. We're really not doing too much at the moment, but he can't slow, he can't increase a weapon. I mean, I guess the Langjean early, maybe? I mean, if we get either of these two, we kind of just cry because like we're just not doing anything at that point. We're going to live with like 15 life? Or 16 life? Or 6? Oh, we're still on 6. I thought that we lived with a little bit of extra life because the Langjean takes a little bit longer to get off the bowl. Off the bowl? I don't know why it's on the ball. Why is it on the ball in the first place? All right, we now have the most buff Langjean known to man. And on day one, I guess, maybe. A skill? We can get a skill and we can get like left-handed? Oh no, it's not a skill anymore. It's a neutral item. I mean, a fang is a weapon. So... I mean, we can expand off of that. Silver Langjean? This is a silver silencer, so there's no point in trying to upgrade that. One income's useless to us, so it's definitely here. I think it's silver Langjean. Because I don't think it increases the damage at all, but it increases the amount of damage we get if we win. Now. Octo gone. Please do not Octo kill me. Can't work it. I'm trying to work out, is he gonna make me Octagon? Is that the pun? Let's have a look. Lighter, Toxic Fang, Hand Axe, Pet Rock. Your build is just like abysmal. But you've got a lighter that burns for 13. He started with, wow, never mind. He started with a gold tier skill and started off with the leftmost burn item has +9. Where's the other 4 coming from? Did he get cinders? Wait. So it starts off with 2 or 3? I think it must start off with 3. Okay. Hey, you win, you lose some, you lose some. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Now we can upgrade the cannonball. Awesome. Or we could get a friend. I don't think we can. There's one friend who's an ammo item that's Miss Isles, so I don't think we can get them from Block Party. But I also don't remember if Block Party goes out of your hero's pool. I'm going to assume it doesn't, and I'm going to upgrade my Obsidian Cannonball. Man, if we can get some ammo items, this build's coming together quite quickly. It's just we need the parts of the build that actually make the build make sense. Also, upgrading the cannonball, it's just 20 flat damage. It's just 20 flat damage like the whole time for Obsidian Cannonball. Yeah.
There are greater trainers than me. I'm just getting
And now I can't put this in. I don't want to put this in. Our silencer is decreasing it by 2 seconds on the cooldown, and our left-handed is giving it plus 20 damage. I'm not putting it in. You can't make me. I'm going to get a small non-weapon item. Silver Clamor is not bad. Covetous Thief could give us the sacred dagger of death and doom. That goes, not the sacred dagger of death and doom. I don't know why I'm caring about this. This needs to go off 4 times, and then we get ourselves a nice little cloak. Does it go off 4 times? I mean, if this gets slowed, which it slows 2 items, it's guaranteed slowing both of these items. Awesome. That counteracts the haste, which means that this isn't going to go off a crazy amount, which means that we might be good. Yes, mathematically speaking, we should be fine because we should get this hit off and then the sandstorm should kill them. Oh, no. No, don't tell me that I lose to the crow. Please, Langjean, go, 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 go. Yes! Let's go. That's what we want to see. Sorry, if we had lost the first fight against, like, the crow with the Langjean, I would have been, like, absolutely mortified. Because we would have basically been trying to put this in the bin ASAP. Hey, we can go for another fight and buff our Langjean even more. Oh, we should clear you pretty easily. And you could give us a seashell for 15 shield every 6 seconds, which, I mean, like, you know what? At the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers. And I most certainly am begging down on my hands and knees at this current point in time. Just don't give me the Crusher Claw. Give me Hard Shell. You know what? Give me your skill. Your skill would honestly be like the nicest drop that you could possibly give me. That's all right. You know what? Oh, we've got the Clamorer. Of course. It's 30. Do we want 2 regen or do we want 5 regen? Hard pick. Hard pick. Okay. Well, we did not roll a ammo item, which is not great. I'm kind of, look, I'm a little bit spooked because we're doing so well with the Langjean already. I think there's a world in which we just carry the Langjean into victory. That doesn't mean, I don't think the bronze tier loot item does anything for us. I think it's still a bronze tier item. I'm just really worried about it being a weapon. All right, it's not a weapon. It's actually not bad for us. It buffs the seashell. It goes off a bit more frequently because of, you know, we've got 2 things that are aquatic that are bouncing off. I'm not putting either of these in because it'll just absolutely cripple my Langjean. So what do we want to see?
I may be young for
At this current point in time, we want to see an ammo item that's not a weapon, which is like poppers, fire snap poppers, and that's it. I'm sorry, but your Langjean is simply inadequate. I can see that you also attempted to get the sacred Langjean and Covetous Cloak combination, but unfortunately for you, my Langjean has been at the gym and has studied the spear while you, I don't know what the thing is, but you're also healing a lot, which is scary. Can we please hit this to slow? Good. I think we're still not okay. Well, we're way ahead of them, honestly. We're gaining so much shield. We're actually so good. We're so fine. We're so okay. Bang. Dead. Awesome. Bang. First win off the rank, day 2. Langjean getting a little bit more damage. Feeling good. 60 extra damage on every 1 fight is pretty damn good. Getting the Langjean early is a godsend. I'm telling you, there have been runs that have won completely based only off of this item. Maybe not when they're hitting these sorts of merchant drops. I think we just take 3 regen here. I think I prefer 3 regen over 50 health at this current juncture. Thank you. Silver Upgrade Hammer does nothing for us. I can't remember what the other option here. I think it's a skill. I think is it a skill and a silver tier upgrade hammer? I don't think the silver tier upgrade hammer does anything for us. Getting a small shield item, however, could be good. Because that fits in quite nicely. I'm going to go a small shield item. Oh, and it's an ammo item, but it is knowers who have people who've been around the channel for a couple of episodes at this point will know my absolute just like hatred of this item because of how bad it is. So if we're going to try and keep this thing around, we need to try and get it shielded and also try and get it upgraded like ASAP, like now, like yesterday. Street Gamer is interesting. I think we just XP max here because I feel pretty confident that we can beat this person. Because I think every time that you build up a little bit of shield, we're just going to absolutely destroy it. And also your life. We obviously don't do enough rapidly to decrease the shield over and over again. And you are getting some big hits off. No, I still feel very confident. Looking at how we're going, I still feel very confident. If we could slow the force field every now and again, that would be awesome. But at this point, 20 life left. Yeah, you're done, son. You're done. Get out of here. At the start of each fight, haste 2 items for 3 seconds. We could really do with something that just hastes just a weapon. We do have the Clamorer, so we could potentially go for a Dire Mosquito angle. This gains haste. Your items gain 4% crit chance. Kind of meaningless, yeah, all things considered. But you are more better shielding than you, unfortunately. I know that you're an ammo item, and I know that we've got the Obsidian Cannonball, but like realistically speaking, this is 30 shield on 8-second cooldown. In 8 seconds, you give us more than 30 shield, but then you are pretty much decroded and gone forever at that point. So I think that you're just meaningless. Nufu, you piece of shit. I really hate this guy, honestly. Well, look, now we're putting you in again because I mean you can fit on. So now you're here. Upgrade a bronze tier item. You are unfortunately silver, so it means that I cannot upgrade you at this juncture. I think upgrading the pearl only increases its shield by like 5 or 10, and we have 2 aquatic items. So realistically speaking, it's not that good. We could do with a bronze shield skill. Right, most weapon gains plus 20 damage. Is plus 20 damage again really that worthwhile? Or 5% crit? Nah, I think it's got to be the 20 damage. We're really kind of like working towards a single item smack kill build, which is pretty cool. Get a haste item. If I could get a jellyfish. No, haste a non-weapon item for 2 seconds when you use another non-weapon item charge this 1 second. I think you're good to hold in the old backpack. Because I think I think we can make something work here, if I've got to be completely honest with you, because like we've got so many non-weapon items. We've got 1 weapon item. But the problem is that I just don't think this does enough where we're currently at. This is good in like a poison. The Astrolabe is very good in like a poison, non-weapon orientated build, which is not what we're going for. Currently, we're going for Langzhon, please, for the love of God, hit twice and kill them. And like, fingers crossed that they do not have enough health to survive 2 hits from the Langzhon. Because Lord Almighty, this guy might just kill us too quickly. The shielded lighter is actually insane. It's going to go off 3 times before our Langzhon goes off once, and it crit. Wait, where'd the crit come from? Wait, where did the crit come from? Or did you just both of those went off at the same time? Yeah, oh, this is really rough, and we're just getting so much fire on us. How is this getting reloaded? That shot like 4 times, right? Wow, you fell below half health. So this did shoot 4 times because it fell below half health and got the panic. Right. I feel like if that hadn't have gone off 4 times and this hadn't, like, if you didn't have this skill, I think we rinsed you, unfortunately. But like, here we are. You know what? At the end of the day, that's just the Bazaar, man. The Bazaar is a crazy place, as I've been told multiple times. So, well, this kind of sucks. Looks like we're getting 50 max health. which is awful. We really are, and I know that this is the whole subject to the game. That's not English. That works. I know that this is kind of the whole concept of the entire run, but we really are just like 100% subject to whether or not we get decent RNG on our merchants. And by merchants, I just mean events that we get at the end of each day, at the start of each hour. Get a skill, please. At the start of each fight, slow one item for 3 seconds. Look, it's not nothing, so I'll take it. Flame Juggler, I don't think we kill you. I think you do way too much, way too quickly, and we just die. And I don't even think we one-hit you, which is really sad because you're really good for us to kill, because you're so much XP. You're literally a level up if we kill you. Oh, am I going to go for it? I don't know if I've got the chutzpah to make it through. Is it worth taking out one of these items? Is it worth taking out a nesting doll just to put in Astrolabe? Just so that we survive this turn? You're going to give me like a decent amount of shield to start off with, but the problem is that he has like literally like 36 burn off of the rip, which might just mean that we just lose. He's only got one lighter, which means that this is only going to slow one item. So maybe rather than that, it's this and put you here. Maybe with this we survive. But this also has the chance to haste the goggles, which is pretty good. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 non-weapon. I know. I'm going to give it a try anyway. You gotta go big and go big or go home. And I'm already home. All right. Shield. Shield a little bit more. Shield a bit more. Okay. I think we should be... Yeah, we should be fine, actually. Don't worry about it. All right, we're okay. I was so worried. I think realistically speaking, what killed us is if we hit the half health mark too early and he got the extra 10 burn on top of what he does to start us off with, because we would have just fallen to pieces. So we're all good. I think that changing out the... well, it's useless. I think changing out the Clamorer because we knew that he only had one active item was very, very helpful for us there, because this would have done like essentially nothing for us. But the nesting doll kind of like, it saved us damage in the early game, which meant that we stayed alive. I'm quite happy with my choices there. Your items have 2% crit chance, and when you start a fight, increase this by 2%. First time you fall below half, slow 2 items. The first time you use an item each fight, haste 1 burn item. Well, we don't have a burn item. And then when you fall below half health each fight, slow 2 items for 2 seconds is so minuscule. But also, this is like, if we survive, or if we assume that we've only won 1 and we're just going to lose the rest of them, then we survive until day 7. No, day 8, I think. And then what? We're gaining 16% crit chance across the board. That seems kind of pointless, but I think that's better than slowing 2 items for 2 seconds, which feels like more useless. I might come to regret that if we get like Proboscis and we can go like really heavy into a Proboscis build, but we're getting so many Mountain Pass options, and the Langzhon is honestly doing the work. This Obsidian Cannonball being in just to give this plus 20 damage feels really bad. Hey, I don't think we beat you either, sadly enough. I think you out-heal us? Maybe? I don't think there's any way that we can push this to kill you any faster. So I think we we need this Clamorer in at the moment because we want to slow... Did you slow 3 items? No, we slowed you with our Rust, which is good. And hasting the Clamorer is not bad. I would prefer if you hasted the goggles every now and again. We may just be able to kill him dead before he has the opportunity to kill us dead, which looks to be the case at this current point in time. We cannot get your skill because we have a bronze version of your skill, which is a bit sad. So I don't think you do anything for us except buff our Lang Jean, which I thank you for your service. It's very kind of you, but I don't think that you do anything for us in the long term, because I don't necessarily, oh my god, he's going to live. Never mind, we're fine. I freaked out there for a second. That last textiles tick scared the living bejesus out of me. Adjacent weapons gain 15 damage. Adjacent heal items gain 15 heal, and adjacent shield items gain 15 shield. So there's an argument to put this in between the Pearl and the Seashell to just give them a bunch of extra 5 seconds. And you're really not doing anything in the grand scheme of things, which I think this is a really rare case in which we can take out our obsidian cannonball and we take this out and we chuck you in here, or maybe like this. No, you need to be on this side, like this, because this is just going to give you stacking damage. Goes off every 5 seconds, which is a lot quicker than the goggles. There's an argument. Damn, you're not aquatic. I was going to say there's an argument to kind of put you in here instead, because you go off every 2 seconds. We have 2 aquatic items, which means that this is going to not be going off. You get 1 buff and you shield for more than the Pearl shields for, and shield twice as fast. You shield 2.5 times as fast almost. So the next question, is it worth it to just do this instead? I don't think so. Because I think that the stacking damage is what's going to get us through. This is really weird. Now, we can't B1 B2 anything, because everything we've got is everything we've got silver, so we don't need to B1 B2 anything. We can go to the gardens and get a poison item. Can I get a poison item that heals? Well, I mean, it does a little bit of everything, and it's an ammo item. Damn. No. You raise an interesting point, because you burn and you poison, but you only get 3 shots. With the cannonball next to you, you get 3 shots, and you shoot for 45 a shot, and you shoot every 7 seconds. With the Lang Jean out, this out, this out, like this. So now you do 100 damage in 5.6 seconds, and you also burn 6 and poison 4. So you do 315 damage in like 16, 17 seconds. I don't think you're that good. You're really interesting though. I'm gonna keep you. Oh my god. You're not supposed excuse me. You're not supposed to be in part of this conversation. Thank you, sir. You're really interesting, and I'm really intrigued. I'm gonna sell you. I'm going to sell these, because at the moment there's no way that I'm running an extra weapon. I might still run the goggles. Maybe running the goggles is better than this, right? Because I mean, it goes off 2 seconds slower, which is like big deal, but it has the chance when it gets this. Yeah, I think this is better. Because you do go off 2 seconds faster, but this thing's going to be going off, I feel. Which is crazy, considering that like we're just not running the cannonball. Is this insane? Is having the adjacent shield items and giving this more shield on a 2 second shield item? Is that crazy? I think if we have the option, weirdly enough, once more, follow through. People who know me will say that I've fallen off because I'm thinking about running the nesting adult, but I honestly reckon that if we get this shielded, there might be a world in which we run it more than like anything. Oh wait, it's got ammo though. So when it's got ammo, it doesn't. Oh, we need a way to reload it. Wait, I'm an idiot. I mean, it's okay. It's doing enough for us here. But like, it doesn't do anything for us in the long run because now that it's got no ammo, now it's not going to shield. I don't know why I thought that when it didn't have ammo, it just meant that it didn't have shields or it didn't go off. And that if I put it next to the Ganjo, it would just go off more often. Like, that doesn't make any sense. We might win here depending on when this Langzhong goes off, like right now. No, his bird crit for exactly how much health? It crit for like 250. What crit chance did you have on this fucking 5%? You had a 5% crit chance. Ah, you motherfucker, you. It's 25 minutes in the video, I can say it. Oh, there goes another win. That was so close. Oh, all right. Okay. I'm not angry. What the fuck are you? Sells items, buys your bronze tier items at 1 gold. When did you get added to this? What do you mean sells items? Okay, we rolled like the worst thing imaginable again. Is this 60 life? It is 60 life. Awesome. Oh, man. Hang on. I'm kicking myself now because I think that if we'd left, you get out of my sight. Get out. I think if we'd actually rolled if we'd gone with a seashell, I think we would have, there was a chance that we lived. I didn't actually check to see how much health we lost by. But I feel like, God, why did I think, oh, man. You get so lost in the source sometimes. I guess we take a temporary boost because getting a small weapon, I don't necessarily know if there's anything that we would run, but temporary boost just feels so bad. Shield items shield more, I guess. That's not an option, actually. Heal items heal more, weapons deal more, or you gain, I guess I'll take 100 max health, thank you. It's silver tier ammo item. Now, the funny meme would be if it gave me obsidian cannonball as an upgrade. It didn't actually give me an ammo item. Is there any ammo item that I would run in place of the Langzhong now that the Langzhong has 460 damage? I don't think so. The only thing that I can think of running would be double barrel, but we would need a way to reload double barrel. Otherwise, there's just not really a point. So if that's the case, what do we get instead? Silver tier loot item might be okay. Silver tier item might be a Langzhong and just upgrade it for us. That'd be pretty cool. Could also be any of our other items except for the Ganjo. Silver tier item. Silver tier ammo item. I mean, I took the obsidian cannonball. It'd be wrong not to take the silver tier ammo item. So I'm going to try that. See what I get. You're awful. Awful. So bad. No chance, son. That ain't happening. You could give us the cloak, which is probably better than experience maxing at this point, because the cloak could probably just go in instead of the Ganjo and be like living life on the easy street. Sorry, I did a really loud sniff into the microphone. I do apologize for any listeners who may be listening. But oh, when you crit with an item, reload another item, 1 arrow, that could also be pretty good. How could it be good? We have 8% crit chance, and that's only because this thing's been hasted twice. We now have 12% crit chance. There's a world in which we take out more items so that we guarantee this. Oh, you can haste yourself? You greedy. You hasted yourself twice? You're so greedy. Can I have the gold shadowed cloak, please? I had to talk about it, didn't I? I had to bring it into existence. You Nufu piece of shit. Get out of here. Okay. When you crit with an item, reload another item 1 ammo. It only reloads 1. So we would need to find a way. We are slowly over time getting more crit chance. We're on 8% across the board currently. So there's a world in which we run like what? Crow's Nest, this, and Nesting Doll? Because then we could potentially crit a bunch. I don't know, man. I don't even know if we've got a chance to get a fucking Crow's Nest. But I mean, if there's any chance of us getting one, where do we even get one? How do we get one? Hang on. It's a crit item. I think we don't really have any way of guaranteeing to get a Crow's Nest. Not guaranteeing, but we definitely don't have any way of, because this is shield, tool, and weapon. This is just 1 XP, so who cares? Shield, tool, and weapon. You're a tool. You're a tech. You're a tool? No. You're a tool, technically. You bastard. You're a tool. You're a tool. Weapon. I don't know. It's 520 damage is so hard to pass off, man. Pass off? Pass up. Bird up. Anyone? I think I just take the extra XP. I'm just going to take the extra XP. Make my life easy. Not have to think about it so much. I'm just going to take the extra XP. I'm going to lose to the pig, as is my right. And we're all going to have a holly jolly Christmas. You know what it's like. Hopefully the astrolabe. Hey, Dunedain, Lord of the Rings fan. It's crazy that popped up because I only just refreshed myself on what the hell the Dunedain are. Fixer upper in diamond. You, sir, are fast on your way to being a piece of shit. I say that with nothing but love and a little bit of disdain. Mainly love, mainly disdain. But also your shiny matchbox. Shiny Macbox? Shiny Matchbox is insane and is hurting quite a lot. If you could please stop it, sir. I'm a humble spear merchant trying to make my way through the bazaar, but I simply cannot crit. Your left and your right most items, blah blah blah. Pickpocket, yeah. Sure. Do I at least get my free pickle? For some reason, because you were using a pickle, but I didn't win the fight. Wow. Gumbowls, silver tier, chocolate bars. Time for you to go, Magma Core. And get silver 3. Okay. We have to think about, do we? This is 520 damage. That's a lot to just like think about throwing away. Like in the right circumstances, if this crits once, we can almost win just off of the back of that. We need to start getting loot items. I'm finding that with this challenge, I think that the main problem is that there's no way to really improve the run once you kind of get it going. You're really at the behest of what everything else can do, if that made any sense. Like there's no way, it's so hard to consistently get loot tier items. Because the way that you get loot tier items is you go to Curio, or you get them randomly from events, or you go to fights that specifically have those loot items. So I think that, but Curio, I feel like Curio, this might be wrong, right? But I feel like Curio is one of the stronger, if not arguably the strongest merchant that you can see in the game, because you have so many options to just buy and sell a bunch of stuff and just improve your whole run across the board. Silver tier or lower item. Silencer is the obvious option because it will give us an extra 5% cooldown, which will make the Lang John go off a little bit faster. Is there a better option? Junkyard Catapult. All right, I actually have to look this one up because I have literally no idea. I've never run this item before in my life, which you know what that means. We are, hang on. Oh, don't look at my desktop. We're 34 minutes into a Whippy video. You know what that means. If you are still here and you are still listening, I'm simply must, when I open up How Bazaar, ask whether or not you are subscribed, and if you are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing because it makes me feel good and it makes me think that you guys like the content and it makes me consider continuing making the content. So give it a consideration. If you're not really there for the subscriptions and what you do instead is that you like to, you know, just use the home page. I do it all the time. I just use recommenders. I barely subscribe to people nowadays unless they make really good content, which just consider giving it a like, maybe telling some friends about it. If you've got another friend who's kind of getting into this game, maybe consider passing my video along to them and being like, hey, look at this cool challenge that this dude's doing. I'd very much appreciate it. The Junkyard Catapult gets double its damage, 2 extra burn, and 2 extra poison. That's it. I don't think that's good enough. It'd be really funny though. And if we get Weather Glass, like we're 2 out of 3. We're 2 out of 4. Or 3 out of 4. We just need a freeze item. God damn. And then we need a way to crit. Oh, it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. It could work though. Or some skill. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna risk it. You know what? Fuck it. This is funny. And at the end of the day, we're here for a fun time, not a long time. Why do you have 3 ammo now? Okay, you're in. You're in. No, you're in. Because you are a slow item. I don't want anything to eat the reload though, is the problem. But I kind of want you, oh well no, but your cooldown will go down. Was it 5.6? And then with you in it goes back up to 7? You're in. And then we have 3 items that can, we have 3 items that can take the haste. One of which we want to get the haste because it'll give us more crit chance. All right. I'm all in. Let's figure this one out. Now we want to go get a tool item because we could get... Oh, I didn't realize that Astrolabe did the same thing as Star Chart. That's sick. Not for me though. Like, I'm not using it, but that's pretty cool. We want the tool because we want a weather glass. Not a weather glass. Honing steel, famously not a weather glass. Is Trash Golem the guy who gives this to us? Trash Golem? He gives us a gold one. Wait, I could get a diamond Junkyard Catapult if I beat this guy. Wait, how much health have you got? 1400? It's not enough. It's not enough. Wait. I'm putting this in. If only. Hang on. This will be so cool. This would be so funny and awesome and cool. This, probably. Right? Hang on. I want this guy to give me a Junkyard Catapult so bad. Give me a diamond Junkyard Catapult. Or give me your skill. That'd also be cool. Reload, when you use an ammo item, reload the item to the left of it 1 ammo. Matter of fact, let's start off with the easy thing. Yep, awesome. I was going to say, a nice, quick, easy crit would really do the job right about now. And here we are. A nice, easy crit. Please don't die. Thank God. I looked down at my health bar. I was so obsessed with the fact that he was on like 20 health. I looked down at my health bar, I saw health. No! You bastard! Why? Why? Gain regen equal to half of your current poison? Piss off. No. Oh. That would have been such a good thumbnail, man. You piece. Small non-weapon, lighter, sure, get in my stash, I guess. Oh. Consider the wind taken out of my sails. Far out. I've got so much just nonsense here. What is this? 16 damage to the weapon to the right, 15 damage to the boat to the weapon, and 15 shield on a 5-second cooldown. You're just mathematically more numbers, but we could put you in and like goggles instead. Oh, you sicken me. Get out of my sight. I don't want to see you in this town ever again. You as well. That one was just personal. I'm actually, no, that one wasn't even personal. I was just feeling bad. All right, let's go to the mountain pass. See if we can't. Oh, no, man. There's no chance. There's just no chance. If this crits, how much health have you actually got? I haven't even closed. How bizarre. I'm just... Dude, if the spyglass hits this, there's literally no chance that I win. But more importantly... Use another aquatic item. You're not an aquatic item, but you two are. I guess. Sure. If the spyglass hits the Langjean, I think we're just screwed. But I think the Langjean literally has to crit like 5 times in a row for us to even get close, like for us even to be involved in the conversation. And I apologize for the mic tap there. For us to be involved in the conversation, we need to... Did it hit this? It did not. What did you hit? Oh, the Clamorer. Like, look at that. There's no way. We've got no chance, man. Why did I take us here? Oh, no. They've just got too much burn. That's crazy. I don't know why. Like, well, I mean, I took us here because, like, we can gain gold at the very least. Can I get a crit? Nope. I think if we literally were... Vanessa, we're literally in the middle of a fight. Why are you talking? Why are you sassing me, girl? We're in the middle of a fight. I think if we literally crit every single hit, I still don't think we would have won if we'd crit every single hit. Damn. Okay. I swear this junkyard catapult is sitting in my stash and it is whispering in my ear like the green goblin mask perched atop a New York City trash dumpster. I'm thinking about it. Like, I can't possibly put the junkyard catapult into my arsenal. And he goes, "Coward, we have a new world to conquer." And he laughs in my ears like, "You got a crit?" Oh, you got a 40% crit chance. That's fine. That's understandable. Can I get a crit this time so I win? Nah. He didn't crit. Let's go. Winnable? Wait, actually? Wait, here's a 7.5 second cooldown. No. Where are you? I know it's only a 16% chance, man, but you got a crit for the win. We live on 1 prestige, which is outstanding. Outstanding for us. Not good for, I mean, I guess also us, but you know. Get a non-weapon item. Or Jules's Cafe. I'm going to take a non-weapon item. Bad. Bad. Teaches ammo skills. Apologies for the mic tap again. Teaches ammo skills. I just got to take gold tier skills, man. Your weapons have 8 damage for each weapon you have. Way. Hold under pressure. Haste 4 items for 2 seconds when you fall below half health. There's 4 times use a weapon item each fight. Charge 1 poison item 1 second. You are a poison item. I think we got you off of a poison item like effect. Weapons have 8 damage. So bad. I guess it's bold under pressure because every other skill there is just useless for us. Just bad. Just bad fucking design. Any fucking sequelitis enjoyers? My god, why is that still in my brain? It's been like 10 years. Get a shield item. Oh man, not again. You're so late every time. But you're so good. I have no space. Almost sold my obsidian cannonball there. I need to keep my bowlers. Goggles is my only crit chance increase. I'm sorry, little one. You're not long for this world. Okay. This goes in. This comes out. This. No. No. You? No. You? You've still got 3 items that you can potentially hit when this is here. But now we don't have any hasters. So maybe like this. Because then there's like 3. I mean, technically there's 4 items that you can hit because for some godforsaken reason you think that hitting yourself is a good idea. I guess this is about as good as it gets. I think that the submarine is just way too good of an item for us not to consider putting it in. Although now seeing Chili Charles on the board, a really funny build would be to have submarine and junkyard catapult out, and then the thing that he gives that's like the freezy thing in the middle of the 2 of them. That would be funny. I'm gonna do it. I might lose to this guy. I don't actually know what he's like. He's got the ice cream truck, he's got the igloo, and he's got this icy hammock. He's got the icicle, he's got the ice cubes. Alright, how about we don't freeze the only things... Alright, how about we don't freeze the only things I care about going off, alright? Oh, you also heal 100 and go off every 3 seconds, and this only deals 100 damage. We might be okay because we might just shield more. Like, why has this now got 26%? How often has this been hasted? Oh, we crit. I think we win these? Can I have the icy hammock, please? That'd be pretty cool of you. Ah, cool of you. Oh, gosh. I'm honestly, like, just the funniest man alive. Honestly, just the man alive. You mean? Ah! Stop giving me decisions. Get rid of the honing steel. I'm never going to fit it between the stuff that I actually want. Work at the docks to get a tool for a weather vane, because then we can chuck you out, and then the clamorer, and then we have a 5 times casting weather vane, and then that's it. Oh, I'm so excited for a second. Your medium weapons have +8 damage. They made this thing +8. I almost don't want to grab it. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave. That's an insult. How far you fallen, sir? Oh. I guess I'm not selling any of my items for 3 spare change. I'm literally just taking a nothing event. Okay, you're not that good. I don't think the shield is... I don't think the shield and the damage is going to keep us alive. But I think it's going to do more for us than Lang Jean, because this, when this goes off like, like this. This goes off in 8 seconds. This goes off in 3.2 seconds. So this technically goes off like 2 and a bit times to your 1. And in your 2 and a bit times that you go off, you give us 220, 440 value. You give us slightly more value, but it's immediately eclipsed like in the long run. So I think that having you here, because you gain double benefit from the Gancho, you get damage and you get shield, which means that this is basically 45 value instead of 30. I think that means that you're just better to have in. Now, freeze 1 item for 5 seconds in place of the pearl. What this does for us, I think, what it does for us is it decreases the amount of things that Astrolabe can hit, which means it might hit the goggles more often, which is good for us. It may also hit itself more often, which is bad for us, but anytime it hits itself is just genuinely bad anyway. This does mean, however, that we only have 2 items that are charging it, which is kind of dog water, but I think that's as good as we get. I think freezing any item for 5 seconds just gives us enough of a, like, gives us enough time for the Ganjo to go off at least once, which means that we're scaling faster than they are. Maybe. So, mental self, take it away. Take me out of my misery. I'm gonna have a sip of water while I'm doing that because I have been speaking non-stop for 50 minutes and I'm quite parched. He's got the spices, which is scary. He's got the Langzhon, which got frozen, which is nice. But I just don't think that we have it in us because he's got the silk scarf, which is just kind of going crazy. We do have like a 25% crit chance, but we're just going to die to his Langzhon here. Ooh, unless we're not. Nope, we are. Got excited for a second because you started to go. See, you went from 110 to 290 and 200. It was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good.
Feel this now. Follow it to your
Cowards. We have a new world to conquer. Shield effects, yuck.
Space is my canvas.
Yeah.
And time is my paint.
Space is my canvas and time is my paint. So please use this junkyard catapult and tickle my taint. Oh, it's turbo! It's fucking turbo! 3 items for 2 seconds. Wow! So we need an item that crits. We need an item that crits really badly now. So you are 5.6 second cooldown. So we can take you. Okay, so we flip you. Ideally, we would have another item that doesn't get used. That's a small item. Move you to, because you're going in regardless. I think it's you and the bowlers. No, because the bowlers will eat the damage and the cooldown, I guess. So is it just you? Are you just here just to give you an extra 2 shots? And then what? We just hope that we crit? It's pretty bad. But you know what? It's not funny. Silver tier gunpowder. I'm actually going to sell something. You know what, Langzhon? Thanks for nothing. You got us 1 win, and I really thank you for your service because it's all we've got. But I need 1 extra max ammo so that this turbo junkyard catapult can do what he was put on this goddamn planet to do, and just absolutely go nuts. Let's give you can have a little bit of extra poison to balance it out. I think that's like a little treat. You can have a little bit of extra poison. Let's go for our last hurrah. Let's give it 25 extra damage. And against, but this was it's only for our next fight. Oh no, it's for until the end of the day. Wandering Shoal, you know what? I believe in the turbo junkyard catapult. Wandering Shoal, more like wandering, because he's out of here. Don't even worry about it. My man, junkyard catapult, he's got your number. Yeah, take that 7 poison and 8 burn. Yeah. And then one of my items is going to crit, and then this is going to get reloaded, and you're never going to see it coming. You're never going to see it coming. You're so one of these items is going to crit. Did it actually did this crit and reload itself? That doesn't make sense. Oh, we're critting! We crit! Did you see that? We reloaded 2! Dude, we reloaded 2 on our junkyard catapult. That's insane! Holy moly, Nufu! I love you so much. Thank you for the 900 shield, Nufu. Gun bomb machine. Oh, Cinders! We can upgrade our junkyard catapult. Let's go! I don't care who you are, Whizcott. Why don't you make like a tree and Whizcott out of here? I don't fucking. Hey, let's go. Another run successfully ran. Not won nor lost, simply done. Another run for the history books. You got the 200 damage, double barrels, deadly swashbuckle, cutlass looking ass, everything hasted, but you know what you don't have? You don't have the style that comes with the turbo junkyard catapult, my friend. Put her there. You know what? It actually pops up so much bigger in this screen than it does in any other screen. So I'm just going to grab that screenshot right there.
Well, guess I do.
Another one win down in the history books. You know what? So far, we have like 4 bronze victories to our name. No, we don't even have that. I think we've got like 2 bronze victories to our name and 1 robbed silver win victory. So, you know what? That was a really... After I kind of like gave up on trying to win and just kind of like sunk into the junkyard catapult for like the last like 5 minutes, that was an enjoyable experience. So, you know what? Maybe that's what this is all about. Maybe it's not about winning. Maybe it's more just about having fun, playing with the stupid items and seeing how far we get. At the end of the day, that was another episode, another attempt at beating the Bazaar without spending any gold. We have not gotten any further, but if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps out so much. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of whatever it is, wherever you are.